What's up, y'all, and welcome to In the Wild. It is a new year, new semester, and we have a new co-host. She is a senior communication major, and we are so excited and happy to have her off semester. So give a warm Jaguar welcome to Keytona Johns.
Hello, y'all.
What's up? How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
This is your first week, second day. How are things going for you so far this semester?
Things are going very well. I'm actually really excited. It's the beginning of like an ending story, basically. This is my last semester, so I just know that this is an opportunity for me to like learn a bunch of new things. So I'm so excited.
So tell us, I guess, a little bit about yourself and where are you from?
So I'm a military child. My dad's like, we've traveled from California to Tennessee to Texas, and then here in Georgia, this is where we've retired. Texas is my favorite spot that we've been in so far. I like to read books. I like to watch movies and a bunch of other stuff. Like listen to music as well. Yeah.
Which part of Texas?
El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
They have a very beautiful school over there and a bunch of nice fast food spots too.
Okay. So you've had a couple other internships so far. So what do you hope to, I guess, learn or accomplish while you're here with us?
Something that I want to accomplish while being here is I want to learn how to do everything.
Okay.
I want to advance my skill at everything. When I was at Augusta Press, I got better at writing. When I was at the TVC lab, I got better at managing cameras. And so with this one, I kind of want to get better with talking to people and campaigning and stuff like that. That's my goal, is just get better at everything I already know how to do.
Gotcha, because I remember looking at your resume and then talking to you, I was like, oh wow, she has a lot of stuff under her belt. So really excited to work with you so far this semester. But speaking of jobs and opportunities, I was curious for you to tell us what was the worst job you ever had.
So as an intern or like?
Just in general. When I say worst job, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
So I'm actually still at the first job that I've ever had.
Okay.
I moved up and I've become manager, but I would say the worst situation I've dealt with there is I was manager on duty and a customer had seized in the drive-thru and crashed into a part of the building. And I had to deal with that whole situation as the only manager there. I had to talk to cops, had to shut down like the drive-thru, and at the same time, I had to like help my employees because they were very traumatized by that. So that would be the worst experience.
Was that like an intentional run the car in, or was it an accident?
He was at the window and they had opened it to pass him his drink, and then that's when he had seized and lost control of his car, ran straight forward, came back, and his car just started smoking, and they tried to customers had tried to get him out of his car and all that. I was on the phone with 911. It was very crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's the worst experience that I've had a lot of worse experience over there, but that's the worst one by far.
Yeah, and I'm sure you handled it well because trying to call 911 and all that type of stuff.
Because it was I had to manage that situation while still managing the store and still making sure that customers were attended to, while also making sure that the safety of my employees as well. So
that makes me think of this one time, me and my friend were at the Burger King drive-thru, and I don't want to say a similar situation happened, but this lady's car just exploded right in front of us.
Wow. Like flames?
It was a lot of smoke. I didn't see a flame, but there was definitely a lot. Yeah. So yeah, she was almost next in line to get her food, and then we were just he and I were just talking, and then next thing you know, you just hear this loud explosion, and we're like, what was that? Was there something on the road or whatever? And then we just see all this smoke coming out of her car.
Yikes.
She jumps out her car, and she did not put the car in park.
So it just kept going.
So the car starts backing up, and I was like, and there's a car behind us, so I was like, dear God, please don't let it hit me, please don't let it hit me, please don't let it hit me. And so she jumps back in her car, stops it like a hairline right before it crashes into ours. And I was like, oh my gosh. And she's like, back up. And I'm like, we can't. I don't know.
She could have just put it in park, or?
So she did put it in park, but she didn't know what was going on with her car.
Yeah, I mean.
And so finally, the two cars that were behind us that were blocking us in, they moved out of the way. So we were like, we're done here because we don't know what else is going on. I don't know how her car ended up. She was okay.
Well, that's
but yeah, I don't know what happened to her car. So yeah, I kind of
yeah.
can kind of relate to like a crazy drive-through experience there. But I guess kind of transition out of bad experiences. What would you say is a career wish or something that you would like to accomplish even after you graduate and leave us from here?
That's a really good question. I want, like, career goals. I'm working on a book right now. I want to be able to publish. Yeah, I want to be able to publish a couple of books, work on a couple of short films and stuff like that. I just want to be able to create in the ways that I know how, with other people as well. So I can also see what their mind is like as well. So
that's awesome. One of my goals for this year is to read more. So I love that you're a writer in that way as well. But another question I got for you, which may be tricky, but I promise you it's not.
Okay.
What is something that most people get wrong about you when they first meet you?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I feel like a lot of people think I'm quiet.
Okay.
Off the first, I am kind of quiet in the beginning, but when you start to get to know me, I'm very vocal. I'll be very understanding, and like I like to listen. I guess I give off, like, I be in my own bubble a little bit, and I don't really branch out as much. But that's not really true when they sit down and I get to know them, and I'm really good with remembering people. Maybe not their names, but like the things that we've experienced together.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that would be something that people don't know about me.
For me, I think a lot of people, and I think I've said this before on the podcast, but a lot of people will assume that I'm extroverted, but I'm very introverted, especially when, like, I'm done with work and I'm in my apartment by myself. Like, I just stay in my little, apartment, minding my business, in my bubble.
It's comforting.
So I'm in my own little world, especially outside of work. But let's talk a little bit about your student experience a little bit. How has your experience being a student here at Augusta University been?
I would like to say my experience at Augusta University has been very calm. Even during midterms or finals or anything like that, I would say it's very calm. Like, there's nothing random that's been thrown at me. The professors already have, like, their syllabus laid out, so I know everything that's already coming in. I can plan for it. So school, like, education-wise, it's been very calm. I would say that. And it's also been exciting as well because I've also joined clubs before. I've been going to events or even just walking down, like, over there near the amphitheater and stuff like that, seeing, like, tables set up. That's really exciting to see, like, students interact with each other. It's very nice, very comforting. Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to accomplish for this last semester? Besides completing this internship, of course, but...
I kind of want to go out with a bang, Like, I want this to be the semester that I remember out of all the semesters that I've been in school.
Okay.
I want to be like, my last semester I did this, I learned this, I knew her from this, I knew him from this. Like, I want to be able to say I've done something. That's my goal.
Well, we are here to help make sure that happens.
Thank you.
I'm excited to work with you this semester, and y'all stay tuned because we have a lot in store with her.
Yes, stay tuned.
Hello, Jaguars. My name is Dr. Sharon Dukes, and I'm the Director of Student Life and Engagement at Augusta University. The Office of Student Life and Engagement is located on the Summerville campus in the Jaguar Student Activity Center, better known as the JSAC. Our office has 6 areas: civic engagement, student leadership, student organizations, campus activities, the overall JSAC facilities, and fraternity and sorority life. Our mission is to create connected communities that offer transformative experiences and memorable moments for the students of Augusta University. We offer several activities such as Spring Fling. We host the Miss Augusta University pageant. We offer opportunities for student leaders, and we have 3 councils for fraternity and sorority life, to include the College Panhellenic Council, the Interfraternity Council, and the National Panhellenic Council. If you are interested in joining an organization or becoming engaged with our office, please visit us in the JSAC or go to our website at augusta.edu/studentlife.
Welcome back, y'all, to In the Wild, and joining us for our favorite session or segment is Mr. Dale Hartenbug for another round of Pardon Our Progress. So why don't you get us started, Dale, with what's new with parking?
Well, thank you, Rayshawn. I'm glad to be here. It's start of a new semester, and during the break you could park wherever you wanted to, but now everybody's back, and so we're filling back up. So just a reminder to students that every semester you have to have a parking permit, and that you can go online to the parking portal. You can pay for that, and then you're good to go. And remember, there are no hang tags or anything that hangs in your car. You enter your license plate information, and it goes into the system. And then when the crew goes around and does the checks, you'll check out just fine for spring semester. We do have a couple of things in the works for parking. We're continuing our process of designing of the new parking deck, and so you'll hear more about that in the months to come as we continue and complete that process and then move forward into construction.
Is there still a grace period for those students who haven't bought their parking pass yet?
So a grace period is kind of a funny thing, especially in the spring, because most of our students are already here in the fall. They already know how it kind of works. So there are some processes, yes. If, say something you got interrupted and, maybe you couldn't get your permit till Wednesday or Thursday. In the meantime, you end up with a citation. You can walk that down to the parking office, show up down there, and they will exchange your permit exchange your citation for the purchase of a permit. We do that for a very limited time, so I really don't have an end date on that. So please, I would encourage everyone to go ahead and get your permit.
And for our health sciences parking deck, do we have or what does the timeline look like for, construction to start? Or can we announce or talk about that?
We don't have much to announce right now.
Okay.
We're dealing with some of the things related to the design and just some questions that have come up, during the process that get answered both at the university level, but also answered by the system office in Atlanta. And so we're working through that with our general contractor right now and hope to have some good and promising news here shortly.
Awesome. What about dining? What, for the new spots that we've gotten last year, what has the response been like for some of our new additions?
So a year ago this time, we opened 2 new locations. We opened the Pizza Hut in the JSAC. We also opened Freshens. If you've been around campus a very long time, you know that other things like Einstein's and others are relatively new here. So it's been a good transition for us. The students have really enjoyed these new locations. We are, as we move into the spring, the dining plan has renewed, so students now have their flex dollar balances restored. They have things like that. So all of our units are currently open and they're operating. There are no real changes to the program for the spring. So your hours and all the locations are the same. We are looking at a new construction little piece that's going to happen over in the Children's Medical Center.
Okay.
It will not be part of the dining plan. Okay. But it will be a location that they can go, and they're closed on Sunday.
Really excited for that one, because I'll be walking distance from where my office is, so that'll be fun. And so we've kind of teased this with our 100th episode, but there's some new things happening with the Jag Store. Without spoiling anything, can you kind of get our viewers and listeners excited for what's to come there?
Sure, and it's really been a transition and some changes that have needed to happen for a very long time. About a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago at this point, my team started a conversation with Dr. Zach Kelleher and the academic affairs folks, and we started asking questions about what is important related to the books. We also asked this question of the students and said, hey, what's important to you? The students' response was unanimous in that they wanted something that looks very similar to the online retail that they do for everything else. So whether it's Amazon or going online to buy shoes or something like that, students wanted that experience with their textbooks. And so we took the last 2 years and we made that change, and it started this spring. So students now exclusively go online. They can get those books delivered to the Jag Store, or they can deliver them to their home address. It comes within about 2 business days, just like Amazon does. Our partner is actually based out of Dalton here in Georgia, so it doesn't take much to ship to them. So it has worked very well. We've seen very good success in the early ordering. In fact, there's a campaign online right now. You know, if you're going to search Augusta University Bookstore, you're going to see the campaign on Instagram and Facebook, other social media places. So you can go there. We're also offering a special right now. If you spend $200 on your textbooks, all right, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $500 gift card.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we're also, here's the big thing. We're giving away 2 reserved parking spaces. Okay, so, and that's for the whole spring semester. So that space is yours all the time. So I want to encourage folks to, you know, to use our new site. It's simply jagstorenet. All right, put that in, jagstore.net, and you can buy your textbooks there. Students can even use their financial aid. So it's connected directly to our university system. It works just like it used to if you'd have gone to the store and bought your books in person, except now we just don't have books there. We want you to do it online. And I can say, this being about, by the time we're filming this is the second day of the semester, we've seen a tremendous response in students doing that.
Oh, wow.
And so it's working very well. Students are getting their books, and we're excited about that. Now, of course, with that comes, hey, what happens to the store? And I think that's the part that is sort of stay tuned information right now. On February 1st, we'll be having a large event there at our Washington Hall location, and we'll be having some food and some opportunities. We'll have some special guests, but we'll also have some great prizes and discounts for students who come out as we sort of reopen a store that's been updated and refreshed here as part of all of this transition.
So for the new things to come, if you could only describe it using one word, what would you say for the Jag Store?
Augustus.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
I'm super excited, especially with the reserved parking, because we haven't done anything like that before.
We haven't. Our vendor actually is paying for these spaces. And
cool.
so it's not something that we're like giving away. It's something that they realized after conversations with us that parking is in high demand. And so they said, hey, what can we do? And I said, well, if you really want to entice the students, you know, here's where we go. So yes, 2 free reserved parking spaces are up for grabs for students who spend $200 at jagstorenet.
Okay, so I go to the Jag Store all the time to buy stuff. Does that count for staff and employees?
Sorry, this is a student exclusive promotion.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I guess that's fair for those that are watching this. Go ahead and take advantage of that, because I know I would. Because at this point, I probably have spent more than $200 worth of stuff. Well, merch, not books, but.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much, Dale. Any other exciting things coming that you can announce that you can share with us?
Not at the moment, but Rayshawn, you know, campus is a dynamic environment. We are always changing, and we are always, you know, there are always things going on. One thing I would let you know is that we have one of my areas, the transportation unit, has partnered with athletics. And so on Saturdays, when we have a Saturday home game during the spring semester, there'll be shuttles available for students who are living on campus. Those shuttles will start 30 minutes before the women's game, and they'll continue until 3 hours after the men's game tip-off. Okay. So if you don't have a vehicle on campus, but you wanted to go see the basketball game that day, the shuttle will be available. You can find it on the Passio app. It'll be listed under Game Day Shuttle. And we're excited for this opportunity for our students to attend the basketball games this spring.
Yes, because I feel like we have some very talented athletes, and they will be hopefully helping us win some championships.
Oh, it's a great environment out at Christenberry.
All right. Well, thanks, Dale, for always keeping us updated, and I look forward to February 1st for that event at the bookstore.
Thank you both. I'm glad to be here.
Hi, so I'm Dr. Lorraine Evans, and I'm the Executive Director of the Academic Success Center. Augusta University wants all of our students to be successful, inside and outside of the classroom. And the Academic Success Center is for that inside of the classroom part. We want all of our students to be able to reach their goals and their academic potential. At the Academic Success Center, we have peer tutors, and these are students who have taken the classes that you are now visiting them for, so they can help you learn the strategies and skills and things that you need to do for that course. We also have peer coaches, And peer coaches are going to help you with time management and new study strategies for those courses that you haven't had before. And then we have our workshops. And so once or twice a week we have workshops that are about topics specific to that week. So we'll have exam preparation workshops, or we'll have workshops about how to, manage your final schedule type thing. The Academic Success Center is here to help you be successful in your classes, and we hope to see you here.